Hello everyone, and welcome back to Trails in the Sky second chapter. We are currently in the second chapter, still in Ruan. I think what we just did was finish up, all the side quests for the area. So we're completely done with that part, and then I was just going to walk around and try to say goodbye to a couple people, and then head out. I don't really remember what's going on in the story, if I'm being completely honest. I think we're going to a different guild branch, but I don't remember which one. I got so distracted with the side quests that I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, I was trying to find Nial and Dorothy. I thought they said they were at the hotel. Aha! Hello? You guys. I heard from Dorothy that you guys solved our little ghost problem. Yeah, we did, but is Dorothy okay? She was yammering on drowsily about what happened. Once she was finished, she conked right out, so I had to put her to bed. Well, a hell of a lot happened last night, and she saved our skins. I can't blame her for being kinda tired. Let her rest, okay? A real reporter can go a good week without sleep when he's got a scoop. Oh, yeah, some of the stuff she was talking about sounded wild, but she didn't really explain it all. Mind if I ask you guys a few questions? Sure, go ahead. Alright, I think I get it now. Son of a... Phantom Thief B himself is in Liberl, and he's one of the Ouroboros people? I kinda wish I hadn't heard that. What? Nial, you know about that masked weirdo? Oh yeah, he's a famous thief who's caused a stir in every major city on the continent. If he wants something, he'll get it, and he always steals things with a big ol' show. For a phantom, he's got a love of drama, that's for sure. Yeah, that sounds like our weirdo, alright. He even admitted he's Phantom Thief B from those cards, so... Like I said though, thievery is one thing, but he's also a lackey of the society? Wouldn't think Ouroboros would have use for someone like him, but at the same time, if they do, it's terrifying. Nial, I'm curious. Do you intend to write an article about what happened? Nah, the Guild and the Royal Army asked me not to report on anything to do with the society. I'll probably end up writing about someone's ill-intended crime of pleasure or something. With the coup d'etat foiled, the kingdom is beginning to settle. I do see the wisdom in this. There's little sense in terrifying the populace with news of a dangerous secret society just yet. Yeah, I ain't happy about it as a reporter, but I guess I see where the government is coming from. Still, if anything else happens, tell me about it, yeah? Of course. Anyway, we're off to Zeiss. That's where we're going! Thank you, Estelle. Ah, right. I've got a draft I need to write up, so I can't see you off, but... Want me to wake Dorothy? No, it's okay. She's fast asleep, and I'd hate to disturb her. Give her our best when she gets up, okay? Will do. Be careful, guys. Hey, you guys! You're bracers, right? Yeah, is something wrong? You look kind of frazzled. There's something I'd like you to investigate urgently. Could you come right now? Sure. So where should we go? Head to Norman's election office. It's on the top floor of the hotel. Here, I'll show you the way. We literally have to walk up one set of stairs and we're there. I don't think we need a guide for that. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Hurry up and let me go home. I've got work to do. Now, calm down. Just bear with us until the bracers arrive. Once their investigation's done, you can leave. Speak of the devil. See? Here they are. That sure was fast, Hero. Yeah, I lucked out and ran into some bracers right away. This is Norman. I'm sure you've seen him on posters around the city. One of the guys running for mayor, I think? I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. Agate Krosner, also a bracer. Let's get to business. What happened? One of our campaigners, Dells, was injured by someone. In other words, it's an assault case. An assault? Well, that's never a nice thing to hear. Is the victim okay? Yes, he's still here. He was unconscious for a bit, but it was thankfully nothing serious. Yeah, good to hear it. There's nothing good about it. The back of my head still hurts like you wouldn't believe. The back of your head, huh? Were you attacked from behind? Yes, ma'am. Right out of the blue, too. I was taking a breather on the balcony, and then all of a sudden from behind, thud. That's pretty foul. Ouch, sounds nasty. When did the attack happen? Give us whatever you can remember about the events before and after. Sure, it happened today, just after lunch. Norman and I were checking out a potential location for a speech by the bridge. Cooper here had just turned up then. When I talked to him, he said he had some important business with Norman. What kind of business? Portos told me to come apologize for that mess on the bridge. It's not like it's all my fault, but I did sort of make it worse. I see. So you came to say sorry for the scuffle? Yes, but Norman was still very busy at the time. We asked Cooper to wait in the office area. That's when I showed him to this room. I returned to the hotel not too long afterward. I entered the room with Hurio, who had been waiting outside the office, and there was Dells, unconscious on the balcony. And Cooper was right here, standing over him. I'm trying to tell you, why does that make me the criminal? He was already out cold when I had reached the balcony. I understand what Cooper's saying, but it's only natural to suspect him, given the circumstances. There was no one in this room except Cooper and Dells. Is that true? After I brought Cooper, I was on watch outside the door. No one entered until Norman got here. No matter how you look at it, that means these two were alone. You're sure? Yeah, it's true, but it's like I said. When I went out to the balcony, Dells was already on the ground. So you're saying the crime was committed before you got there? Am I getting that right? Yeah, exactly! Thank Adios. Finally, there's someone who gets it. In that case, it'd have to be someone who entered the room before Cooper. Dells, do you remember anything? It's possible that someone came in. People go in and out of this office all the time, though. Even if someone had, I wouldn't have thought much of it. Fair enough. It's an election office, so that makes sense. Sounds simple enough, at least. The criminal's gotta be one of two people. This guy here, or someone who came into the room before him. We should be able to narrow it down if we get enough proof. Think we ought to start questioning? If there's no other useful information, yeah. If you guys noticed anything else, or are thinking of something, let us know. Or tell us not, I don't know. Even if it's something, even if it seems like nothing important. Alright then, I have one more thing I'd like to add. There was something that occurred to me as I was looking through the room after the incident. Were there signs it had been rummaged around in? Not at all, just the opposite, in fact. It actually felt like it was cleaner than before. Huh? A serial cleaner on the loose? One way to interpret it would be as a disguise to hide the fact that the room had been searched. Of course, it appears they went too far, inadvertently arousing suspicion in the process. That's not a bad train of thought. Incidentally, who are you? I was waiting for that question. I am a traveling bard, a poetic soul wandering the wilds, a genius Sure, but if nothing's been stolen, then isn't the idea that it's a disguise pretty weak? At this stage, I don't think there's any point in worrying about motive. I agree. You've grown even bolder since our last rendezvous, Estelle. Your training at Leilaco was most fruitful. You're simply stunning. Olivier? Just ignore him. Now, if there's nothing else here you can tell us, we should get to questioning. Yeah. Well, seems she knows when to shorten the leash now. Good luck with the investigation. We'll come report once we have an answer. Good, we're counting on you to get to the bottom of this. Now, how should we go about things? I mean, this hotel is pretty big. We should probably split into 2 groups. You and the princess make some rounds while I keep an eye on this dumbass. These 2 are our assistants, yeah? Let's make them assist. Good point. Ready to kick some investigation butt, Chloe? Yeah, of course. Assisting companions is only natural for a hunter of love. You sure don't miss a beat, do you? Alright, listen up. We need to gather information on the suspect first. If you go around asking about Cooper, something should turn up. If you end up getting a picture on who our guy is, come tell me. So once we find the criminal, go report to you? No problem. Let's go see what we can find out. Just in the hotel, though? If we'd been fighting, someone would have heard a sound, but no one said anything. I heard a hell of a bang in my head, that's for sure. Well, yes, Cooper's right. I was standing in front of the door, but it was quiet the whole time in the room. If there had been some kind of argument, I would have heard it. I'm sure I would have noticed. I cannot read today, I don't know what's wrong. Okay, well, I didn't ask you about sounds. I was trying to walk this direction, not to the exit. Mr. Cooper is a guest who comes here only on very rare occasions. Mostly we have his patronage for work-related gatherings. A sound, you say? Unfortunately, I heard no such thing. Okay, you're not helpful. When Cooper came into the hotel, I was in the lobby. I don't know, he looked angry, I guess. Thought something might happen. And then, just like I thought, something happened. Didn't really hear anything. Yeah, he looked pissed off to me, but it was right after that big mess on the bridge. It's only natural he'd be angry. I see. Huh? You don't seem too interested. Yeah, I doubt it's big enough to make an article out of. Well, just in case, once you solve it, tell me what you got. She is sound asleep. Oh yeah, this guy. It's that young fella working at the harbor. Like everyone else these days, he's been involved with the election. Sound? Thinking about it, I did hear a loud noise from above. Above from here? You mean the balcony? Probably around there, yeah. It was an impressive sound, like something had run into something else with a smack. Can't recall exactly when I'd heard it, though. Oh, was Cooper that angry? Well, youngsters get worked up so easily these days. That is not helpful. Okay, I already asked you all the questions. I fear I cannot agree. Mr. Cooper seemed generally normal. Let's go talk to you guys again. He didn't seem particularly angry when I met him at the bridge. Well, perhaps something happened while he was being led to the hotel. I was angry? That's crazy. If you're gonna say that, Hirio's attitude was way worse than mine, I think. The moment he saw me, he made this real nasty face. Try asking around about Hirio, I bet you'll turn up some dirt. Him and Dell's are rivals, competing to be the number 2 in Norman's camp. I'm sure they couldn't come to terms and ended up in a tussle. There's no way Hirio did it. I testified to it myself. There's no bad blood between us whatsoever. We even work together. Ah, sorry. I got excited and it made my head hurt. It didn't really look that way. So even the guy with him said he wasn't angry. I had an unpleasant expression, you say? Well, of course. After a fuss like that, who wouldn't? What does that have to do with the case? It's unbelievable that you would suspect Hiro. In the first place, you're suggesting that he would hurt his coworker? And what could possibly motivate him to do such a thing? Well, since there's only like one other person in the hotel, I have a feeling it's Belden. Are you done questioning in the office? Yeah, we're done. How's it going on your end? It's going okay, I guess. I'm still checking out stuff. Just don't slack off. You at the front? It's impossible for him to be the criminal. What? What is it? What's on your mind? If you're hiding something, you should spit it out. Trying to hide things only bites in the ass most of the time. I'm sorry. Feel like talking? Yes, actually. I saw him. I saw Hiro on the second floor. When was that? Right after lunch. Hiro went out with Norman, but... However, shortly after that, Hiro came back and ran up to the second floor. Yeah, that is kind of important to know. You moved. Okay. After lunch, Norman went to have a look at the site where he was going to give a speech. I had some stuff I had to do, so I met up with him later. The rest is as I explained before. But, Hiro, you went to the second floor, didn't you? Excuse me? There's no point in hiding it. We have witnesses. I'm not hiding anything. I just realized I forgot something and went back to the office to pick it up. Was there anyone in the office at that time? Dells was there doing work. I didn't see anyone else. Great, that's plenty, thanks. Don't misunderstand, please. I wasn't trying to hide that I'd gone to the second floor. Don't worry, we haven't decided you're the criminal or anything. Just don't forget that this kind of thing only makes you look worse. I look forward to your future assistance, sir. What did you do after lunch? After lunch, Hiro and I immediately went to examine the place my speech is to be held at. Hiro had some other business to attend to first and met up with me at the site. So you left right after lunch and met up with Hiro outside? Alright, that's all I need to hear. I'm happy to have helped. Keep up the good work, you two. Yeah, we ordered food from Lavantar. Man, it was good. Well, that's all you're gonna say? That's not helpful. So they ordered from the Lavantar? That sure is nice. Maybe I'll try asking Portos if we can do something like that. just repeats the same thing. My dad's pretty unfair. He feeds us normal, boring stuff and gets a special paella just for himself. Is that so? Was it that different? Yeah, it was way better. The special one's got, like, a mountain of shrimp. Guess he didn't have much of an appetite, though. He left a lot behind. What a waste. Okay. So he was on the first floor. Can you corroborate that? Everyone had their lunch where they saw fit. After lunch, Norman and Hurio both left. Hurio later came back and went up to the second floor. I don't know if there's, like, more for me to get. Or if that's, like, all the questioning. As about today's lunch menu, the problem was certainly the appetizer, in my humble opinion. I wish they'd served a more thoughtful dish. That's weird. Okay. Nobody else is really saying anything else. I think I might have uncovered, like, all the questions. But I don't know for a fact. I'll just go over everything again, see if they say anything new. We actually have someone who testified to hearing a loud sound. He apparently heard the sound of something colliding with something else from around the balcony area. Do you have any idea what it could have been? Something colliding with something else? Nope, I didn't hear any sound like that. The one thing I didn't do is talk to the old guy again. But there's someone who testified to hearing a big sound. He said it sounded like something smacking into something else on the balcony. Well, I didn't hear it. I can say for sure that I didn't hear anything of the like while I was here. So the sound one re-triggered after talking to the older guy. I apologize for remaining silent on something I should have mentioned. However, I'm certain Kiryu cannot be the criminal. I couldn't imagine him committing any such crime. Okay, so for the most part, that didn't, like, unlock anything new. Ryo's that young merchant fellow, yeah? If he wants to be a merchant, I think he needs to have a bit more oomph to him, you hear me? He's got gullible written all over him. He'll get people ripping him off at every turn if he doesn't shape up. About lunch? I went to eat at the Laventar today. Always been in the habit of going out to lunch as soon as I hear the bell toll. The bell on the Langley Bridge. Remember? It rang when the bridge went up. Oh yeah! Yeah, it did ring. It always rings at certain times, see? I use it in place of a clock. That's sure convenient. Kinda big to use in a place of a clock, though. Hey, Estelle? Might be good to ask some people about the bell toll. Huh? Why? They should be able to clearly remember the sound of a bell ringing. It might act as a guidepost for their memory, like with Mr. Murray. Ah, I get it. Nice, Chloe. Very intellectual advice. Not sure what you two are giggling about, but glad I was able to help. You sure were. Okay, let's go ask around. That sound like something smacking into something, right? Yeah, that thing. Well, I remember something now. That sound happened as if it were timed to the bell, at least to my ears. Timed to the bell? So basically you heard the sound of the bell at roughly the same time as that big sound. Well, if you want to make it sound all boring, yeah. If that sound was something caused by the criminal, then someone without an alibi when the bell rang is the criminal. Yeah, we should check out people we suspect. So literally everybody. Come on, why would I lie about something like that? I was in the hotel basement, so I didn't notice at all. Excuse me? Did the bridge bell already ring? I was in the hotel basement, so I didn't notice at all. But you said you were on the first floor. The noon bridge bell? Yes, at that time I was preparing the guest rooms. Once that was finished, I next reorganized the utensils. Someone had cleaned the plates in the office, so I was able to finish work quickly. The office plates were cleaned? So that means there was someone who went into the office after lunch? Indeed. While I was preparing the guest rooms, they cleaned up, it seems. The plates were stacked at the front. Of course, exactly which kind of guest it was, I couldn't say, unfortunately. Aw, too bad. Guess we'll have to ask around ourselves. Come back down here before I go upstairs again. I doubt he'll have anything useful to say about cleaning up, but... yeah. And they did already mention to us that somebody cleaned the place up. That's not new information. I'm not trying to go in the exit! Trying to walk past the exit. When did the bridge bell ring? It went off when Hirio and I were checking out the speech site together. Hirio was there too? Yes, he was already there. Just as the bell was ringing, Cooper showed up. I'd then asked Hirio to show him to the hotel. I see. So then Estelle, there's no connection between the sound Murray heard and Hirio. Yeah, not just Hirio, but Cooper seems in the clear too. The sound Murray heard was just after the bell finished ringing, but both men can prove they were with Norman at the time. In other words, whoever made that sound was neither Hirio nor Cooper. This virtually eliminates any chance of them being the criminal. Who could have done it? All I know is that they were cleaned while I was away. So you don't know either, sir? I'm afraid not. I don't know who it was, but I worry that I may have left them a terrible impression. Pardon? What do you mean? In truth, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. I left quite a lot of the paella I got for lunch uneaten. I'd requested that Ernest get me one of the special paellas in secret, yet left it virtually untouched. It's embarrassing to think back on how wasteful that was. I see. It must be really stressful to be running in an election. The son already knew about the paella. I heard the bell toll, yes. I think it was when I was meeting with Norman by the bridge. Then Cooper showed up, and I showed him the way here. That matches Norman's testimony, at least. Who cleaned up? No idea. Someone must have done it while I was out. Were the plates and such cleaned by the time you got back to the office? I don't know. I wasn't exactly paying attention, so I can't say for sure. Now that you mention it, who did clean up? I'm sorry, I don't remember. But you were in the office, weren't you? You'd normally notice if someone came to clean. You're right, I would. Even I think it's odd. The sound of the bridge bell. Now that you mention it, I do think I heard that before I got hit. I'm sorry, my head feels like a wreck right now. Nothing's too clear. The bridge toll? Yeah, I was running across the bridge in a real hurry. I met Norman right about the same time by the bridge. I see. That does match Norman's testimony. You're looking for the person who cleaned up the plates? Look, who cares? Just hurry up and prove me innocent. I care. I'm pretty sure it's Belden, but I don't know why. Huh? Wait a sec. What's with that weird face? Did I say something weird? Yeah, nobody else knew about the paella. No, it's just... Hey, Belden. You said you ate lunch on the first floor, right? Yeah, that's right. What about it? Norman ate on the second floor. How did you know what Norman ate when you were on the first floor? That. I saw it afterwards, sorry, my bad. Yeah, actually I heard from someone else. I don't remember who said it, though. Maybe you should investigate that next. That's so obviously suspicious. Come on, why would I lie about something like that? I was in the hotel basement, so I didn't notice at all. I don't believe you. I fear I'm dreadful with standing around. As they say, the more beautiful the flower, the easier it wilts. Really. I don't want to give up. So I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I'm not sure what I'm missing at this point. You have to go through the hotel to get there, though, right? Yep, that I do. I can't fly across the sea now, can I? Good point. So, did you see anyone in the hotel at the time? Well, Ernest was on the first floor, of course, but the rest was real quiet. Huh? There was no one there? Yeah, I'd say so. The basement and the first floor were both pretty quiet when I passed through. Norman's son was there when I came back, though. Norman's son? Oh, you mean Belden? Yeah, that's more than enough. No, it was nothing. Yeah, he was not actually here. It's Belden! That face. Were you really in the basement the whole time? Why? There's someone who passed through the basement right after the bell rang. According to their testimony, no one was here. That can't be right. I was right here the whole time. So we can't establish an alibi. Just in case, we should probably ask around about Belden, too. So when the bell rang, I was underground. I was in the basement the whole time after lunch. No, you were not. Liar! This investigation is taking longer than I planned. By Belden, do you mean that kid? He wasn't in the basement, I'm pretty sure. Nope, not Agate. Not Agate. Young Belden? I'm afraid I didn't see him around when the bell rang. I was preparing the guest rooms at the time, you see. My son's location when the bell rang could pose a problem, you say? If you have any real cause for suspicion, you needn't hesitate on my part. You're welcome to confront Belden and question him. We already have. He's not helpful. Where was Belden when the bell rang? Couldn't tell you, unfortunately. I was out at the time. I don't know, but is he a suspect? Yes. Where was Belden when the bell rang? How the hell am I supposed to know? It's gotta be Belden. All signs point to him. The Raven Kid, huh? You've got some proof, right? First explain the reason you discounted the original suspect. Cooper was outside when the sound was heard. Norman's testimony corroborates this, so we can say for sure that it's accurate. If that was the sound of the crime being committed, then there's a very small chance Cooper is the criminal. I see. And at the same time, we can also throw out suspicion of Hirio. Yeah, it does. Hirio met up with Norman, so we're sure. Next, you need to explain the suspect's crime. What kind of proof do you have? The proof is his alibi. I have valuable testimony that refutes his alibi. Cooper and Hirio have already been cleared as the culprits, so this person remains as the final possibility. Yeah, by process of elimination it does turn out that way. Ultimately, though, that's nothing but circumstantial evidence. Do you have any more decisive proof? I don't know if it's decisive, but something did bother me, and that's the testimony about the special paella. Oh, and what's that? Yeah, so Belden testified that he ate lunch on the first floor, but somehow he saw the paella that Norman ate. He even knew that Norman barely ate it. In other words, he went to the second floor. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Alright, I get it. Let's call Belden in and hear what he's got to say. We can't go straight to an arrest with the proof we have on hand. Oh, okay, got it. What? Why did you call me? I didn't do anything. Now, calm down. Nothing's been decided here. If you help us with the investigation, you can go home right away. Help? Yeah, we just want you to be frank with us. Where did you go after lunch? Like I said, I was in the basement. Bull. As long as you keep lying, you're not getting out of here. You weren't in the basement the whole time. We already know that. If you didn't do anything wrong, then just be honest and tell the truth. Or is the truth too scary to admit? Fine, I'll talk. Today, after lunch, I went to the office. I went to go clean up. Clean up? So the person who returned the plates to the front was... Yeah, it was me. Everyone seemed busy, so I figured I'd clean up. While I was cleaning up, I thought I'd tidy the office, but I didn't think that'd happen. Huh? Hold on, you're not making sense. You just cleaned up after, right? Why does that have anything to do with the case? I've got an idea. Yeah, actually. I see. I understand Belden came to the room to clean, but I'm not sure how that correlates. What does that have to do with the assault on Dells? It has a lot to do with it. Well, let's hear him say it himself. Hey, go tell him. Yeah. Well, once I finished cleaning the room, I thought I'd head back. But since I'd tidied up a lot of stuff, the room was real dusty. I thought I'd open the balcony door to air it out, but my hands were full of plates. I didn't have any choice, so I, kicked the door as hard as I could. Wait, you mean the door... Yep, it's exactly what you think. That door is the criminal that knocked out Dells. The door flying open slammed right into the back of your head. In other words, the truth of the case is an unlucky accident. Wait, so then... I'm innocent, right? Seems like it. Oh man. Finally free and clear. Still, what a mess. Why didn't you volunteer this information at the beginning? If you'd just told us the truth, things wouldn't have gone nearly this far. I'm sorry. Come on, he's telling the truth now. Give him a break, okay? He had the courage to talk about it in the end, so everything worked out. As the victim here, I'd like to just forgive and forget. It's already clear that this was all a misunderstanding. Of course, I'd like him to be a bit more careful opening doors in the future, if he could. Dells, I'm really sorry. And you too, Cooper. You almost got turned into a criminal. You don't need to worry about me. I'm in the clear, and that's good enough for me. Well, that settles things. Thank goodness. Also, Belden, whatever you decide to do in life, know that the decision is yours and yours alone. I know you can do it. Really? Yeah, make sure you keep it up. Well, that's our report. Racers, I'm sorry for today. It seems we've taken up a great deal of your time over just a big mistake. No, don't worry about it. This is part of the job too. Well then, we're off. Thank you guys so much. Really, I'm very sorry. Take care. Well, that was a big old waste of time. Phew. Well, that's done and over with. Finally. I wouldn't have dreamed it would end like that, though. Truth is always stranger than fiction. However, as your valued assistant, I take great pride in our completion of this most puzzling assignment. You didn't do a damn thing. Oh, but I really appreciate your help, Chloe. You gave a ton of good advice. It was a big help during the investigation. I'm always happy to help. There's no need to thank me, though, Estelle. Right, I guess you two are support staff already, aren't you? Yep, we'll have you do what needs to be done. Okay, let's get going. Next up is the Zeiss region. Cool. Can I turn this in and actually get paid for it? That would be nice. Yeah, 5,000 Mira, I will take that. I think I'm completely done with side quests. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna end this episode right here. Sorry it went a little longer than I planned. I'm apparently not a very good detective. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch y'all next time.